Welcome to another scrapping video. This I found during a dumpster dive before I started recording my dumpster dives, and as you can tell, this has been packed with dust. I've actually not tested it, but this is probably an expensive blow dryer. I know the name Remington from I think they also make guns, if that's the same company. Didn't know about Remington making hair dryers, but then again, I'm not that much into products like this. Let me first see if I can get this thing working, and if this actually works, because this has a whole lot of settings. This might be interesting for use with my furnace. So let's see, where's my plug here? If the lights go out, then we'll know it didn't work. Okay, it's plugged. Yep. Two settings, and this is probably the temperature. Doesn't sound that well. Now it's cold. Now it's hot. Right. Whew, that sound. I'm going to clean this thing up and see if I can use this as a backup for my furnace if the other one breaks. So yeah, as you can see, sometimes stuff actually kind of works. All this thing has to do is basically blow air and not get that hot. Oh, see, that comes off. This is kind of like my first hair dryer that I actually wrecked because I laid it down, and that was last year. I think I might even have some pictures of that mess. Maybe I'll add them in here if I find out how the slideshow option works. But yeah, basically liquid aluminium went through the pipe and melted the inside of the pipe, and then went in here and just short-circuited all kinds of stuff in here, and then it broke. Another hair dryer. Now I know this one doesn't work because, well, no cord. Found this also during dumpster diving. I think even on the same day as the other one maybe, or maybe in the same week at least. This one is quite heavy compared to the other one. And this one looks quite old actually. So I thought let's get this open and see if there's anything cool in here. I know it has like motors and spools and stuff in there, so bound to be some copper in there. Yes, on the floor. Oh, that looks sophisticated. One of those, we call them crown blocks. This has been pulled off apparently. And that broke, and that caused probably a short circuit. So you can actually see as what has happened here. Jeez, somebody probably pulled the cord too hard and this got all mangled. Oh, these, they call them M&Ms or Smarties. These are capacitors, I think. Does it say farad? Can't really tell. I think these are disc capacitors. These could have silver in them. And if you come across a lot of these, then you can fill a huge tub and maybe sell them or refine them yourself. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to take it out and toss it in a tub and see what I can do with them later. Let's get all this out here. This looks interesting. These are basically the buttons. So cables. Some small cross screws there. In the screw pot. Oh, look at this. Well, let's get snipping. Come here. Not gonna bother with the switches. Oh, that breaks off easily. I think Gillskills at some point micro-scrapped a blow dryer. This blow dryer blows, because it doesn't. Same as the vacuum cleaner that sucked, because it didn't. Right, are these things relays or capacitors? No, they are diodes. They have this little triangle. And the line mean it's one way. The current can go this way, but not that way. Unless the current that way is way too strong. Let me see if I can get a closer up. Yeah. This is the symbol for a diode. Studying electronics did pay off slightly here and there. So yeah, the rest is just plastic. Away with that. Some of these wires here. This is the glow stuff. Well, you could actually use this if you're handy enough to make a tiny electric furnace. And if you are handy enough to get it to a certain temperature, I'm not sure these will go that high. But maybe you might be able to get it hot enough to melt lead and zinc and maybe even aluminium. I've seen some DIYs and tutorials on how to turn or how to make certain types of electric furnaces. And maybe I'll keep this just as a test to make make a small electric furnace for melting, I don't know, lead. You can basically put a couple of wheel weights in there or some little pieces and see if that works. So I am going to leave the wires on that for now. Was there any other wire on here? No, this I pulled off on that side. I'm gonna leave this as is for now. This is more, well, not interesting stuff. The diode probably might have something interesting in it. I'm not sure. But this looks very coppery. And these are flathead. In the screw pot, let's see here. Of course, hair dryers have a lot of hairs in there. These little fittings are brass. I don't think I'm going to be bothering taking those off, and well, maybe just snip off the ends. That's the easy bit. But let's leave that for now. Yes, getting this out. See what this is. Oh, these are the ferrite thingies, I guess. Not magnetic. Don't know what these are. Very light. Might be plastic. I don't know, looks really shiny. Aluminium maybe? Magnesium? I don't know. Anything else I can do? Oh, look at that. Very good. This all looks quite interesting. All copper. Focus on the thing. A lot of copper in there. This is all iron or steel. Some brass in there. I don't take apart copper motors that often, so... Ah, there we go. I'll take this brass or copper bit out later. Let's see about all this copper wire here. Same as this. These are two separate windings. Yeah. Well, let's just do this the easy way. Let me get my Dremel. Alright, got the Dremel and the cutoff wheel. I can now use my new mask for the first time. This should open just like that. And then I will look like a ninja. Probably, kind of, maybe not. And maybe sound like one too. Well, not really. This actually works pretty well. This bench is just about as old as I am, maybe slightly older even. Used to belong to my dad. Still using it. Right, so let's see here. This is basically plastic. Same as this bit, and off it flies. Right, set this thing to a nice amount of RPMs. There, 20. This is a heavy duty cutoff wheel. There we go. Well, that went really quick. Let's see what we can get out of here. Completely through. Nice. And just pull from the bottom, and then you got this bit. This looks good, and you can see it's actually real copper, no aluminium with copper layer BS, so that's good. Come on. Get that later. So that's one nice little bundle of copper. There we go. Let's put that aside. Maybe I'll just take this out. Take out the whole thing in one go. And what you're left with is, I think this is plastic. Yeah. This is basically quite a heavy piece of steel, which you can throw in with the scrap steel. Scrap iron, scrap steel, whatchamacallit. And another nice little bundle of copper. Now to see about this part. I think I'm gonna go about this in basically the same way. Just get this in there, cut along the side here, and then pull from the other side. Let's see here. Yay, tiny chunk of copper. I saw my friend Metalscrapper 84. I think he got rid of the 84 in his name.
having some issues with a copper motor as well. I don't remember what he did exactly. That one was huge though, was like this big. All of you professional scrappers, or scrappers who have been doing this for way longer, probably laughing your ass off. Oh, he's doing it all wrong. Oh yeah, you live and learn, I guess. Yeah, cut off a piece of the plastic. So, and then you get all the stuff off until everything is nicely divided. And with some luck, I might be able to get this out all the way by getting a bit of grip underneath and pulling this whole lot out. But apparently not so much. This is all stuck in here. Don't you just love that sound? Magic. All right, new wheel, different one this time. Quite cool to see. Can I now get this copper layer off? Apparently I can. I actually didn't even need to cut it, I think. Hey, that seemed to have worked. Yeah, so that's why I couldn't just push that out. It has a ball shape, round shape here. Now to get this off here. There we go. So, yes, at least I'm getting something out of this. Now let's see. Not magnetic, that would have been something. It has a very copperish color, so I am kind of assuming that this is copper, judging by the weight in the pot. So yeah, I'll toss these in the pot as well.
I'm going to think long and hard about how to get this out, and if I succeed I will show you and tell you how, because this has been going on for about 15 minutes now, and I'm none the wiser. Well, I got a tiny bit of copper, but I'm gonna leave this for off camera and then show you if I ever get that out. And if I don't, I will probably never be mentioning it again. But this was quite easy, so I'm happy with this. So those were 2 blow dryers, or hair dryers, whatever you might call them. See you on the next scrap, because I have no idea what I'll be scrapping next. So yeah, that was it for now. I'll do this off camera. Keep scrapping, have fun, and have a scrap happy day.